Good morning. I am G. Kankona, working as a lecturer in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Institute Government Polytechnic, Yadirguta. Today I am teaching the subject nothing but basic electrical engineering. It is the topic work, power, and energy, and subtopic is nothing but work, power, and energy. So, in the case of again electrical circuit, the work is said to be done again in the case of electrical circuit again by passing the current through the coil or the conductor. Again here where the resistance can be connected, again here the voltage can be applied. Again here by passing the current through the conductor, again some work can be done. Again the work can be indicated by the letter again Q, which is equal to V into I into T. It is measured in joules. It is nothing but the work that can be done in the case of electrical circuit. Again the power is nothing but the again which can be denoted by the letter P. P is equal to V into I. Again the energy can be denoted by the energy can be defined as the total amount of the work done in the case of electrical or in the case of mechanical system is nothing but the energy here. So now we see again the previous period we have discussed prefix of SI units, correct use of symbols for SI units, work as electrical quantity, work as thermal quantity. Again on completion of this topic you would able to know mechanical power, electrical power, and thermal power. Again we know here the case of mechanical power that can be indicated by the power P, which is nothing but a force into distance divided by time taken. Again we know in the case of mechanical power, the power can be again defined as a mechanical power can be defined as the work done in the case of mechanical system by time taken. The work done, whatever the work done in the case of mechanical system is nothing but the again the force acts on the body to move the body through some distance, that is denoted by the letter T here. So the force into d by t, that is which is nothing but the P is equal to F into d by t here. Again in the again electrical power that can be denoted by the P is also nothing but the work done in the case of electrical system divided by time taken, that is the time T, again which is equal to P is equal to work done by time taken here. Again work done in the case of electrical system that can be denoted by the letter again V into I into T divided by T. T and T will get cancelled. Again which can be denoted by the again nothing but P is equal to VI watts. The power P is equal to VI watts here. Again we can say again thermal power, the thermal power that can be denoted by the letter P. The thermal power is nothing but the total power that can be developed or the heat that can be again absorbed from the coil whenever the current passes through the coil or the conductor. So again we can say nothing but the coil or the filament that can be placed in the bulb or which can be again connected in the heater. Whenever the current passes through the coil, some heat can be produced here. So again it can be indicated by the P here. Again we can say it VI watts. So power, mechanical power, the rate at which the body does work is known as the power. Again here power P is equal to work done by time taken, which is equal to force into distance by T again divided by T. The mechanical unit of the power is horsepower, that is it is equal to 75 kg meter of work done in 1 second. Is 1 HP is equal to 75 kg meter per second. Again 1 kg is equal to 9.81 newtons. Again here 1 HP is equal to 75 into 9.81 Newton meter per second. Again here which is equal to 735.5 Newton meter per second or joule or per second or watts here. So the mechanical unit of the power is horsepower. So 1 HP we can say 735.5, that is which is equal to again 735.5 watts here. So it is equal to 75 kg meter of work done in 1 second. Again 1 HP is equal to 75 kg meter per second. 1 kg we can say 9.81 newtons. 1 HP is equal to 75 into 9.81 Newton meter per second. Again which is equal to 735.5 Newton meter per second or joule per second or watts here. So electrical power, that is nothing but the rate at which the work is done in the electrical circuit. Again which is power P is equal to work done in electrical circuit by time taken, which is called VI T by T. Again VI watts, V square by R watt, again I square R watt, again which is again we can say again nothing but the again V into I watt here, VI, that is we can say here V into I, V is equal to IR, or I is equal to V by R, V into V by R, again we can write here V square by R, it is written here, or we can say here VI, V square by R, we can say V is equal to IR, we can write I square R here. So the power can be measured in watts. Again we can express here electrical power, the rate at which the work is done in an electrical circuit. So P is equal to work done in electrical circuit divided by time taken, which is equal to VI T by T, equal to VI watts, which is equal to V square by R watts, is equal to I square R watts here. So that is 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watts, which is equal to 10 to the power. And 1 megawatts is equal to 10 to the power of 6 watts. Again here power, we can say thermal power here. Again where in the case of electrical bulb, it is nothing but the again metal filament lamp, again which is having the two again pins or bionode cap here. The main purpose of these pins is to fix the bulb inside the lamp holder. Generally this bulb can be glow again whenever the current is passes through the tungsten filament, it can be glow. So again we can see it is nothing but the tungsten filament. Again here it is nothing but tungsten filament. Whenever the current passes through it, it becomes red hot. Again the glow can be observed here. Again which is having the heat reflector, again it is nothing but the heat reflector, again the glass stump, again the glass cover, it is nothing but entire here gas can be provided. So here again we can say the electrical current flowing through the filament wire will always produce the heat here. So whenever the current passes through the wire, it can be produce the heat. Again here whenever the current flows through the conductor, heat will be generated in the conductor. So whenever the again we can say whenever the current passes through the coil or the conductor by applying the voltage, here some heat can be generated. So that is whenever the current flows through the conductor, heat will be generated in the conductor here. So relation between mechanical and electrical, power P is equal to 1 joules per second, which is equal to 1 divided by 735.5 HP, which is equal to 1 Newton meter per second, which is equal to 1 watt. Again is equal to kinetic energy. Again the energy possessed the body due to its motion is called the kinetic energy. Again which is denoted by the letter K here. So examples, again moving air as a kinetic energy due to which it can rotate windmill. A moving train has kinetic energy due to its motion. Kinetic energy is called half mv square joules here. M is equal to nothing but again we can indicate it as the mass. K is equal to half mv square joules here. M is the mass measured in kgs. V is nothing but velocity measured in Newton meter per second. Again M is the mass. M is the mass in kgs. V is nothing but the velocity made in again Newton meter per second. Velocity made in meter per second here. Again here kinetic energy is nothing but the again we can take example is nothing but the again if a body of M, mass M is moving with the speed of velocity meter per second. Again here this is the nothing but the vehicle which can be moved from the downward to the upwards. Again which is indicated by the car or any vehicle which can be moved from the downwards to upwards. Again some force can be provided. The force acts on the body to move the body through some distance. It is nothing but the mass we can measure in kgs. Velocity of the speed meter per second. Then kinetic energy possessed by the body is given by the half mv square joules. So examples again here body 30 degrees which can be moved. Then we can take the displacement of 0.6, force 9.81 newtons. Displacement is again here increases, work again remains the same. Again the force again 45 degrees and 60 degrees we see here. The vehicle can be moved from 45 degrees. Again the force can be applied is again force can be increases. Again for 60 degrees again the force can be increased here. So again it is nothing but the again crane, again where the which can lift the body through the height of h meters. So we can see it is a massive ball of a demolition machine possesses mechanical energy, the ability to do work. When held at a height, it possesses mechanical energy in the form of potential energy. As it falls, it exhibits mechanical energy in the form of kinetic energy. As it strikes the structure to be demolished, it applies the force to displace the structure. It does work upon the structure. Conservation of energy. Energy may be neither be created nor destroyed, but one form of energy can be transformed into another form of energy, and the total energy of the universe remains constant. So energy, a total amount of the work done in an electrical circuit is called as electrical energy. So if you constitute here, so here energy E, which is equal to VIT again joules. So it can be defined as the total amount of the work done. In the case of electrical circuit, it is nothing but the denoted by the energy E is equal to VIT joules. So electrical energy is equal to power into time. Again here electrical energy is measured in kilowatt hours. Again commercial measurement of electrical energy is in units. Again electrical energy is equal to power into time. It's called VI into T. VIT watt second. 1 watt second is equal to 1 joules. 1 unit is equal to Q, and 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 1000 watt hours. 1000 into 3600 watts here. So again these hours can be converted into seconds. That is the again 16 to 60 again, which is 3600 watt second. Again here 36 into 10 to the power of 5 joules or watt second. Problems on work power energy. So electrical motor is developing 10 HP at a speed of 1200 rpm. Calculate the torque in Newton meters. So given data, that is nothing but the P is equal to 10 HP. Again N is equal to 1200 rpm. Again T, you have to find out. Formula required is nothing but the P is equal to 2 pi NT by 60 watts. So again here given, here we know that power P is equal to 2 pi NT by 60 watts. Again 10 into 735.5, which is equal to 2 pi into 200 into T by 60. So T is equal to 10 into 60, 735.5 divided by 2 pi into 1200. Okay, which is equal to torque T is equal to 58.52 Newton meters. So the power required to drive a certain machine at 350 rpm is 600 kilowatt. Calculate the driving torque. Again given here N is equal to 350 rpm. Again power P is equal to 600 kilowatts. And calculate the moving torque. Again nothing but torque we have to calculate, again which is nothing but the formula we have to use is nothing but the P is equal to 2 pi NT by 60. So cross multiply, we get T is equal to 2 into P into 60 by 2 pi n. We get the torque value. Again given data, P is equal to 600 kilowatt, N is equal to 350 rpm. For to find torque, T is equal to how much? Again here P is equal to 2 pi NT by 60 into 735.5. If P is in HP, again P is equal to 2 pi NT by 60. P is in watt. Again P is equal to 2 pi NT by 60. So 600 into 103, which is equal to 2 pi into 350 into 60 by 60. T is equal to 60 into 600 into 103 by 2 pi into 350. T is equal to 16,370 Newton meters. We have discussed about mechanical power, electrical power, and thermal power energy. Power is given by the product of the force and the distance. So if two identical 220 volts 4 kilowatt heating elements are connected in series across the 220 volt supply, their combined rating becomes in here 4 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt equals in nearly 6 kilocalories, 3600 kilocalories, 860 kilocalories, 4200 kilocalories, and 9800 kilocalories. Is the 860 kilocalories. For a given line voltage, 4 heating elements will produce maximum heat when connected all in parallel, all in series, 2 parallel pairs in series, 1 pair in parallel with the other 2 in series. All are connected in parallel here. Now see the problems on the work, power and energy. So in the previous period we have discussed mechanical power, electrical power and thermal power. On completion of this topic, again you would able to know solve problems relating to the electrical power and energy. That is when two coils are connected in parallel, a DC voltage of 200 volt is applied to the terminals. The total current taken is 25 amperes and the power dissipated in the one of the coil is 1500 watts. What is the resistance of the coil here? So first we have to write the given data, that is given V is equal to 200. Again the total current taken here I is equal to 25 amperes and the power dissipated, that is the again one of the coil, that is the P is equal to 1500 watts. So we have to calculate what is again R is equal to how much. So again we know that again power P is equal to V square by R. So again in the case of it is connected in the parallel means, so voltage can be equals V1, V is equal to V1 is equal to V2. The current can be divided. So that is again we can express here in the parallel conditions are nothing but the current is divided, that is I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Then we can express I is equal to V by R. I1 is equal to V by R1. So R1 we can express V by I1 here. So given again here, so I is equal to V by R. So again we have to find out again P is equal to I square R. We can express here P is equal to I square R. From this we can find the value of the R here. R is equal to P by I square. The power P is given at 1500 watts divided by 25. We get the value of R here. So first we see it is a given data. Nothing but the P is equal to 200 volts. Again I is equal to 25 amperes. Again P1 is equal to 1500 watts. R1 R2 is equal to how much? It is given I1 is equal to P1 by V. Again given here voltage V is equal to 200 volts, I is equal to 25 amperes, P1 is equal to 1500 watts. We have to find out the resistance of each coil, that is R1 R2 is equal to how much? I1 is equal to P1 by V. Again P1 is equal to 1500 divided by 200, which is equal to 7.5 amperes. I2 again we know, again the case of parallel, that is I is equal to I1 plus I2. So again we can write here I2 is equal to I minus I1. So again here 25 minus 7.5, which is equal to, we get 17.5 amperes. Again here R1 is equal to V by I1, again which is equal to 200 by 7.5, which is equal to 26.67 ohms. So R2 is equal to V by I2, again is equal to 200 by 17.5, which is equal to 11.429 ohms. Again what is the cost of running 5 HP motor of efficiency 80% of full load for 24 hours at 80 paise per unit? Given here 5 HP, that we can say here output of the motor, that is the output which is equal to 5 HP motor. So 1 HP we can express which is equal to 1 into 735.5. And efficiency is called 80% on full load for 24 hours at 80 paise per unit. Again here given here, that is the given data. So we have to write here output is equal to 5 HP. So that is efficiency is equal to 80% and T is equal to 24 hours. Rate is equal to 80 paise per kilowatt hour. Again cost is equal to how much? So output power is equal to 5 into 735.5. Again here which is equal to 3677.5 watts. So input power is equal to output by efficiency, which is equal to 3677.5 divided by 0.8, which is equal to 4596.875 watts. So energy input is equal to power into time. Again 4596.875 into 24 divided by 1000, then which is equal to 110.325 kilowatt hour. Cost of energy is equal to 110.325 is equal to 80 by 100, which is equal to rupees 888.26 paise. So a residential house has the following loads, that is the 10 lamps of 60 watts working for 8 hours per day, 6 lamps of 100 watts working for 5 hours per day, again 5 fans of 80 watts working for 12 hours per day, 2 heaters of 1000 watts working for 3 hours per day, 1 half HP pump set of efficiency 85% running, again working for 2 hours per day. And calculate the monthly electricity bill at the rate of 1.35 for the first 50 units and rupees 2.5 remaining units. Add rupees 10 as per the meter rented. So we have to calculate all the loads, that is the 10 lamps. Again 10 lamps of each having the 60 watts, each working for 8 hours per day. Again 6 lamps of 100 watts working for 5 hours per day, 5 fans of 80 watts working for 12 hours per day, 2 heaters of 1000 watts working for 3 hours per day, even 1 half pump set HP, that is a again set of efficiency 85% remaining 2 hours per day. Calculate the monthly electricity bill, that is the 1.35 again into 50 plus rupees 2.5 for remaining units here. So add rupees 10 as per the meter rent here. So again we have to solve like again by writing the table here. So given this is the again in order to calculate the electricity bill, so we have to write the table. So the serial number, particulars, number of watts per day, again quantity, again wattage, total power in watts, again energy per day here. Again given here first bulbs, given number of bulbs, that is the working for 8 hours per day, working for 8 hours per day, quantity again 10, 8 into 10 again we have to multiply, again we get the again 10 into 60 here, 10 into 60 again we get the 600 watts, again let 600 into again 48, we get the 4800 into 4800 here. So again next bulbs, again given number of hours working from 5, quantity 6, again wattage 100, total power given here nothing but 600 watts here. Again so energy consumed per day is equal to 3000. Again fans given as again to number of hours to 12, again quality 5 here, wattage 80, total power is equal to 400, energy per day is equal to 4800. Heaters, number of heaters is nothing but the again 2 here. Working per day again hours 3, in wattage 1000, total power is nothing but 2000, energy per day is equal to 6000 here. So pump set number of hours 2, quantity 1, again wattage 432.65, total power that is the 432.65, that is 865.3 here. Again we have to add all the above energy, again we get the 19465.3 watt hours. Yes, energy consumption per day is equal to 19465.3 watt hour, which is equal to 19.4653 kilowatt hours. Again energy consumption per month, which is equal to 19.4653 into 30, which is equal to 583.958. Again which is equal to monthly bill is equal to energy cost plus meter rent, again which is equal to rupees 1.35 into 50 plus 2.5 into 534 plus again rupees 10 here. So here again 50 remaining, again we get 583, that is nothing but the remaining 50% are nothing but the 583 minus 50, again we get the again 534, again we get rupees 1642.80 plus 10, again we get here nothing rupees 1652.80 paise. So given a water tank of capacity 5000 liters, water tank of 5000 liters at a height of 12 meters is to be filled up with the water by the means of an electrical motor pump set in 1/2 hour time. The motor pump is connected to supply 230 volts and draws a current of 21.5 amperes from the supply. Determine the output power capacity of the pump set, its efficiency. Given again here nothing but the water tank again which is having the 5000 liters, that is nothing but the 5000 kgs here. Again at a height, again given, again the height is nothing but given as the 12 meters. Again for water filling, again we are using the pump. Again here again with the help of the motor the pump can be driven. Again here the supply can be made, that is the phase and the neutral. It is nothing but the 230 volts. It is a motor, it is a pump, it is nothing but the tank here. So whenever the supply is given to the motor can be runs again with help of the motor, the pump with help of the pump here, again the power can be shifted to the, again the water can be shifted to the tank here. So given again a half hour time connected to 230, connected to the supply 230 volts and draws a current of 21.5 amperes here. So we can again we can assume here the input, the motor input is nothing but again P, the output of the motor is nothing but the input of the pump, output of the pump is nothing but the work done by the pump per second. We can assume the motor, it is nothing but the motor input, that is the P, we can indicate the P here. So output of the motor is nothing but the input of the pump, again output of the pump is nothing but the work done by the pump per second here. So again capacity of the tank, it is nothing but the 5000 liter. So 1 liter we can nothing but 1 kg, that is the mass of 5000 liters of water is equal to 5000 kg. Again work done by the pump while lifting 5000 kg mass of water through a height of 12 meter against gravity is m into g into height. Again 5000 into 9.81 into 12 kg meter, again 5888600 kg meter. Again the work is to be done by the pump set in half hour, or which is equal to 30 into 60 seconds, which is equal to work done by the pump in 1 second. Again total work done by time taken, that is the 5888600 by 30 into 60 kg meter per second, again which is equal to 327 kg meter per second, which is converting into the HP. Again we get 327 by 7, which is equal to 4.36 HP here. It is nothing but 12 meter height, capacity is nothing but 5000 liters. Again electrical pump, output of the pump capacity is nothing but 4.36 HP. Again, which is equal to 4.36 which into 735.5, which is equal to 3206.78 watts. An electrical power input to the motor, which is equal to 230 into 21.5, again 4945 watts. Efficiency of the motor pump, which is called output power by input power into 100, 3206.78 by 4945 into 100, which is equal to 64.85%. Again here, an electrical motor driven water pump is again 3 HP capacity, pumps out water at 0.02 meter cube per second. Please stop. Calculate the height through which the water can be pumped. Please stop. Also find the current drawn from the supply 230 volts by the connected motor if the efficiency of the pump and the motor is 85% respectively. Given quantity of the water coming out from the pump, that is nothing but the again 0.02 meter cube per second, that is a given volume. That is a again mass of the water coming out of the pump in 1 second, which is equal to 0.02 into 1000 kg. Force of this mass of the water as a 0.02 into 1000 into 9.81 kg here. So that is, let the height through which the pump can deliver water be h meters, which is work done by the pump in 1 second, which is equal to force into height. Again 0.002 into 1000 into 9.81 into h kg meter per second. We know that 75 kg meter per second of work done is equal to 1 HP. Again horsepower of the motor will be 0.002 into 1000 into 9.81 into h by 75 HP, equating this to the given HP of the pump, which is equal to 0.002 into 1000 into 9.81 into h by 75, which is equal to 3. H is equal to 3 into 75 divided by 0.002 into 1000 into 9.81, again which is equal to 11.4678 meters. Input to the pump, which is equal to output of the pump divided by efficiency of the pump into 100, which is equal to 3h by 85 into 100. So 3.5294 HP. Again input of the pump is equal to output of the motor. Again 3.5294 HP. Again, or 3.5294 into 735.5 watts is equal to 2595.874 watts. So electrical power input to the motor is equal to output of the motor divided by efficiency of the motor into 100 is equal to 2595.874 by 80 into 100 watts, that is again 3244.84 watts. Again input power to the motor, which is equal to V into I, again 3244.84, which is equal to 230 into I, that I is equal to 3244.84 divided by 230, which is equal to 14.108 amperes. Again 2 lamps of rating given 220 volts 60 watts and 220 volts 100 watts are connected in series across 220 volt supply. Calculate the voltage across each lamp and power consumption. So given what will be the power consumption if the two lamps are connected in the parallel. Again we can assume here two lamps are connected in series. Given here 60 watts 220 volts, again 100 watts 220 volts, given here 220 watts here. Again we can assume calculate the voltage across each lamp and power consumption here. So voltage across each lamp we can determine here. In the series the voltage can be divided, but we can find here V1 is equal, again P given, power given here, and the voltage given. Again we can assume here V is equal to I into R, or P is equal to V square by R here. When the given data, that is nothing but the again here V is equal to 220 volts, again P1 is equal to 60 watts, again P2 is equal to 100 watts, again V1 V2 is equal to how much, P is equal to how much. So resistance of 60 watts lamp R1 is equal to V square by P1, so which is equal to 220 square by 60 is equal to 806 by 7 ohms. Resistance of 100 watts lamp R2 is equal to 200 square by 100, which is equal to 484 ohms. Again, total resistance when connected in series, R is equal to R1 plus R2 is equal to 806.7 plus 484, again which is equal to 1290.7 ohms. Current I is equal to V by R, which is equal to 220 by 1290.7, and which is equal to 0.1704 amperes. So voltage across 60 watt lamp V1 is equal to I1 into R1, 0.1704 into 806.7, which is equal to 137.5 volts. Again, so voltage across 100 watts lamp V2 is equal to IR2, again 0.1704 into 484, again we get 82.5 volts. Again, power consumption is equal to P is equal to V into I, again here 220 into 0.1704 is equal to 37.5 watts. Again, when the lamps are connected in parallel, the power consumption which is equal to 60 plus 100, which is equal to 160 watts. Again, here given 3 lamps of rating 220 volts, 100 watts, 200 watts and 500 watts are connected in parallel across 200 volt supply. Calculate the power dissipation of each lamp at 200 volt supply. Also calculate the resistance of each lamp. Again, we know here the powers are given, that is nothing but the P1, we can say P1 is equal to 100 watts, P2 is equal to 200 watts, P3 is equal to 500 watts. Again, we know, again equation P is equal to V square by R connected in parallel. Again, we can assume here R1 is equal to V square by P, because we can calculate the R1 of each lamp, R1, R2 and R3. So R1 is equal to V square by P1, that is 100 watts. Again here R2 is equal to V square by P, P2, R3 is equal to V square by P3. So first we say the voltage rating of each lamp is equal to 230 volts, and voltage applied to each lamp is 200 volts, and resistance of 100 watts lamp R1 is equal to V square by P1, which is equal to 230 square by 100, which is equal to 529 ohms, and resistance of 200 watts lamp R2 is equal to V square by P2, which is equal to 230 square by 200, so 264.5. So resistance of 500 watts lamp R3 is equal to V square by P3, which is equal to 230 square by 500, is equal to 105.8 ohms. Again, power dissipation of 100 watt lamp at 200 volts, which is equal to V square by R1, which is equal to 200 square by 529, which is equal to 75.6 watts. Power dissipation of 200 watt lamp at 200 volts, which is equal to V square by R2, which is equal to 200 square by 264, which is equal to 151.23 watts. Power dissipation of 500 watts lamp at 200 volts, which is equal to V square by R3, which is equal to 200 square by 105.8, that is the 378.1 watts. So given here, electrical driven motor pump lifts 240 tons of water per hour to a height of 330 meters. Efficiency of the pump and the motor are 80% and 90% respectively. Calculate the current taken by the motor at 440 volts. So given here tons of water, 1 ton, again we can say here, again here given data, that is nothing but Q is equal to 40 tons per hour, H is equal to 30 meters, efficiency of the pump, efficiency of the motor is 90%. So given V is equal to 440 volts, again I is equal to how much? So again we can find out the I value as nothing but the I is equal to P by V. Again we know that P is equal to VI. P is equal to VI. So assuming the motor is given DC supply, weight of the water lifted per second, which is equal to 240 into again 1000 divided by 3600 into 9.81, is equal to 654 newtons. Again given pump output is equal to W into H, which is equal to 654 into 30 Newton meter per second or joules per second or watt, which is equal to 19620 watt. Again here pump input or pump output is equal to pump output by efficiency, again which is equal to 19620 by 0.8, is equal to 24525 watts. Again, motor input is equal to motor output by efficiency, given 24525 by 0.9, again 27250 watts. Again, current drawn by the motor, that is given by, which is equal to 27.250 by 440 into 1 divided by 0.98. Again, 61.93 amperes. Again, so we have discussed about problems on work, power, energy based on mechanical and electrical quantities. Again, the torque of 15 Newton meter driving a motor of 600 rpm produce a power of 500 watts, 3140, 1570 and 30,000 here. Again, we can qualify, find out 2 pi P is equal to 2 pi nt by 60. From this given, the torque T is equal to 600, again 500 Newton meters, N is equal to nothing but 600 rpm. Find out, we get the value, that is nothing but again is a 3140 again watts. Again, given the electrical energy required to heat a bucket of water to certain temperature in 2 kilowatt hour, the heat loss as a 25% of energy input is nothing but 2.67. An electrical bulb taking 1 ampere current, when it is connected across 230 volt supply, power consumed is 230 watts, 23 watts, 223 watts, 230 watts here. So 1 HP is equal to how much? Again 1000, 735.5, 500, 800, 735.5 watts. 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 860, 1000, 100, none of the above. The frequency as of the following load, that is the immersion heater 1000 watts working for 2 hours a day. Again, a 2 kilowatt heater working for 3 hours per day. Again, 10 lamps 100 watts each working for 10 hours a day. 5 ceiling fans 60 watts each working for 10 hours a day. Calculate the monthly current consumption charge assuming rupees 0.60 per unit with a monthly meter rent of rupees 2 year. So again, we have to mark the table. Again, we have to find out immersion heater 1000 watts working for 2 hours, that is a given. Immersion heater, only one immersion heater which is having the 1000 watts working for 2 hours per day. Again, a 2 kilowatt heater working for 3 hours per day, 10 lamps and 5 ceiling fans. 5 ceiling fans 60 watts each working for 10 hours per day. So we have to calculate the monthly electricity bill here. So electrical motor having the pump is used to fill a tank of the dimension of 3 meters into 2 meters into 1.5 meters at a height of 15 meters, used to be filled with 20 minutes. Calculate the HP of the pump. Input power from the electricity supply, the efficiency of the pump and the motor 80%, 75% respectively. So we have to calculate the values here. So electrical motor operator coupled to a pump has to fill up a tank of water of capacity 65 liters in 30 minutes time. Determine the capacity of the pump set in HP if the height to the which the water is pumped in 1200 meters. So a resistance R is connected in series with the parallel circuit comprising two resistances of 12 ohms and 8 ohms respectively. The total power is dissipated of circuit is 70 watts. So watt when applied voltage 20 volt, calculate the R. So lamp is marked 100 watts to 50 volts. Determine the current drawn by the lamp when connected across rated voltage. What is its hot resistance? Okay, thank you.